We wanted our film to fit the basic conventions of a thriller, as these are the conventions that make thrillers so liked and known. However, we wanted to change and adapt these conventions in our own way. When researching and planning for our film, we looked into the basic conventions and we wanted to keep in our film and decided on parallel non-diegetic music, an antagonist and a creepy setting and location. For our music, we wanted to keep it parallel as it is simple to understand and it fits well with the scenes rather than contrapuntal, which might be taken the wrong way and might not be seen to make much sense to the audience if we put the wrong music in the wrong scene. Aside from that, we also just wanted to keep it simple as it is the opening to the film, and we didn't want to confuse the audience, but rather keep them intrigued and tense, wanting to watch more. Again, like typical thriller film locations, like the warehouse in Reservoir Dogs, or the hotel in The Shining, or the house in Insidious, we wanted to stick to the creepy and quiet, conventional location. We filmed it outside an abandoned factory and made our crime scene by the side of it. We did this as it gives that little extra creepy towards the film before the film even starts and you know what's happening. Another reason for this was creepy and quiet locations are always a way to keep the audience tense and anxious while waiting for something bad to happen. This is what a lot of already existing thriller films do and use to make their film more interesting. To relate our film to current films and keep it modern, we used camera shots we liked from recent thriller films that can be used in different ways to make the film more effective. Besides basic shots like mid shots and long shots, we wanted to use other less common shots like worm's eye view and point of views to give our film a lot more variety and keep the shots new and changing so the same shot didn't repeat itself too much or take too long, otherwise it may have looked boring. It may have looked boring, standard, or unprofessional, which is not what we wanted, as we wanted our film to relate as much to current films out in the media as much as possible. For our mise-en-scène, we wanted to plan everything out to the last detail and be able to come close to the effort that goes into actual film, costume and props. For our characters, we kept costumes simple and relevant to the scenes we were filming, same with the makeup of the actors, as we wanted the look simple and professional. Props was similar as we didn't want to overdo the film with props that could look tacky or overused. We kept props to a minimal and used crime scene tape, a fine fake blood for our film. We chose minimal props as these were necessities for our film that we needed to add to the storyline, and without any props the film wouldn't work. It wouldn't make as much sense or look good at all. And finally, for our characters, minimal characters so the audience can focus on the main characters in the storyline and her actions. Although our main character seems innocent throughout the film, she then shows a different side to her towards the end, and you realise she may be the antagonist. And although this doesn't challenge the typical conventions of a thriller, it still doesn't quite fit them as usually the male character is seen as the antagonist, which he is also in our film, but he dies early on, meaning he is no longer a character that needs to be focused on. We took inspiration for our main character being secretive and dark from Jennifer Lawrence's character in House at the End of the Street, the female characters in The Walking Dead, and the popular American TV series Pretty Little Liars. These are the films that inspired our choice for a female antagonist, as these women all come across as powerful and independent, as well as having dark, secretive sides which uncover more as the story progresses. This gives the characters a lot more depth and backstory, which is interesting to the viewers. This is what we wanted for our main character, rather than the typical male protagonist hero that is seen a lot in these types of films.